A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to GWK Facecam Specials Insurgence, the Enlightening Venture. And well, here we are with some more Kingdom Hearts 3 related action.
The previous Organization 13 developed replicas.
This doesn't get old, doesn't
vessels to place hearts in.
Well,
they're
I might as well say
in fact, that
this is turning out to be a pretty awesome game.
And with hearts, the replicas
to tell you the truth,
become people.
It was really stupid of me to erase like all the episodes that involved not just this, but there were basically 18 episodes that I just freaking lost. And I tell you, this was some pretty exciting action that I had taking place.
So he might know more.
And well,
great. Thanks.
I don't know.
Wait.
Maybe I could probably make an even better moment happen here on the Enlightening Venture, but until that happens, I don't see much taking place from here on out. So maybe don't expect a lot of things to happen from this point going forward. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to have too much happen throughout the next several months.
Something you guys should know about one of their members.
In other words, it's just, well, a pretty complicated story, but in the end, I'm hoping to have a lot of new things take place, especially throughout the remainder of June, July, August, September, and onwards, throughout the rest of this horrid, unbelievable, rancid, and terrifying excuse of a year. So, as soon as we get past every single second that this entire year is going to give to us all the way throughout, then I feel like that we're probably going to have some much more better deserved quality, patient, and peaceful times. May we find peace in the year 2022 than we could never find here, because there's just been so much that's taken place that it's getting ridiculous, but it's also getting absolutely dreadful. And I cannot stress this enough, but I'm probably not going to let all of my gripes take place on just this year because I don't want to be too biased, but you know what? Considering what has been going on throughout the last, well, several months or so, especially since 2021 even began, I really gotta say it, there's been quite a lot of worthwhile moments, or could I just say notable things that have happened here. I don't want to really say that these would be good times, because that would be untrue. I've had to suffer through a lot of hardships and lots of other awful experiences that I'll probably never get the chance to get out of ever again. I mean, starting next year, we're probably going to have tons of things to talk about, and also, well, lots of other unique instances that we're probably going to have to highlight, especially when it comes to all of the stuff that's been taking place. But out of all the games that I played so far, I mean, I might as well talk a little bit more. Kingdom Hearts 3 and its, well, usership of WoW. It looks like right now I'm creating my own ship that I'm going to be using for, well, the levels that take place in between the different worlds. They take place in the outer reaches of deep space, where it's basically almost like the actual sort of open world part of the game that you can use to travel between different parts of the whole entire universe and find different worlds to visit. So you can see here on this map screen, it does look like I have several different options. And let's see, where are we going to go around here? Because we got several different locations, and okay. Looks like we got another location to travel to. I got a feeling that we're probably going to have a lot of other, wow, amazing instances here on Kingdom Hearts 3. And I don't know about you, but the fact that I was not necessarily able to finish this game, I guess it's beyond me, but for the most part, that's probably because of the fact that, well, I only have a certain amount of time before the time comes for me to start, well, sending my stuff back to, well, wherever they came from. But the truth is, well, the time that I've spent on these games is authentic, it's real, and you can pretty much tell that it's my own, apart from many others. Because there have, in fact, been a lot of instances lately where some plagiarism has taken place. I don't blame any of you guys for, well, having... Okay, it looks like I found myself a nice little, like, wind tunnel sort of thing. I could fire at asteroids. That's pretty nice. That kind of reminds me of actual asteroids. Okay. Asteroids, indeed. Except it's all three-dimensional. Okay, so it looks like I have some sort of, like, RPG-style battle game. Oh, okay. It's a little, like, flying stage, an arcade-style sort of thing. It looks like I got... Yeah, you can get points. There are targets that light up, and you have to aim the ship at a certain spot in order to fire rounds at it. I tell you, this is a pretty nice sort of thing that happens in between the different worlds you visit. And it's a pretty nice touch. You have the sort of open world landscape that is the far deep reaches of outer space. And you're basically shooting at asteroids, racking up points, or in this case, it's mostly like XP in a way. And you're also using various things at your disposal. So, yeah, I can tell you right now that while this game does have itself some, well, merits that sort of hinder its likability, I feel like that there's a lot of aspects on here that more than make up for this. The different worlds that you travel here, at least to my knowledge, I've gotten to know a lot of them. It turns out that there's tons of Disney worlds in existence that apparently are not necessarily put into the Kingdom Hearts universe. And even though Kingdom Hearts has been one of the biggest gaming series to date, and considering that it's not even 20 years old, I mean, that's really saying a lot. So, overall, I feel like that this game really does give us the kind of highlights that we're looking for, and, well, it does seem that we're probably going to have a lot of room to improve, because there are tons of Disney worlds that they might not have really gotten themselves up to put together in these games, but maybe when we get future Kingdom Hearts entries, then we might be seeing some other things here and there. I kind of have yet to see if they have certain universes like Treasure Planet, The Emperor's New Groove, or maybe even something that would be even more amazing. And to talk about Disney as a whole, considering all the things that Disney's been doing throughout the last 5 years or so, they managed to buy the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they also purchased the Star Wars universe. That is just incredible. That really shows that a big multi-billion-dollar corporation can actually buy whatever they want. I mean, it would be amazing if one day they decided to buy the crap out of Pepsi and transform their liquid poison into something more, well, magical. Something healthier. Something that can actually be helpful to us. But then again, we gotta worry about the many people out there who are against this kind of stuff. I really have high hopes for what can be done in the future. What kind of improvements can be done? What kind of successes can be automated? What kind of things can we expect to see in the next decade or so? Well, you know what? There's only one way to find out. We are actually on the brink of fully recovering from the pandemic, but starting next year, that's when we're going to pretty much revert back to our normal lives. When we're completely all over this, then, well, it'll probably make sense later.